own came up with a unique carbon. It happened to be that it was the same carbon, but each Nasi on his own decided that this is what he wanted to bring, and this was the carbon that was personal, that came from him, that he decided on his own was the appropriate carbon that he was going to bring. And I think that was the case with Mama, that she tried to come up with things that were personal, that were unique, and tried to do things in a way that would make people happy and help them. And truthfully, I think that was something that was really, that stands out in my memory about her, was that I think she thought things through. Everything she did, or at least that's what it seemed to me, was well thought out, and it wasn't something that she did on the fly. So many things that she did really were well thought out, well planned out, with a lot of effort that went into them. I saw the Vilna Gaon said on Megillus Rus, the pasuk says Vatelach Vatova Vatilaket Basada. That the question is why that like triple lashon, Vatelach Vatova then Vatilaket. So the Vilna Gaon says that if you're Baal Seichel, you realize that you're going out to the end of the field, and if you start to pick up the whatever it is, wheat or whatever you're collecting, then you have to schlep it all the way out to the end of the field, and you have to schlep it all the way back. So it was Vatelach, she went out to the end of the field, and then it was Vatova Vatilaket, that she came back and she collected it on her way back. And I think it was that type of thinking things through, planning things, and having things well thought out. The machzorim, it wasn't just any machzor, it was the best machzor, and it was the color that they wanted, with the name, with the spelling that they wanted. I know that when the Stone Chumash was published, Mama sent us one. You know, when I was growing up, we had that blue linear Chumash. I had a better shot at understanding the Hebrew than I did the English in that Chumash. But my kids, when they needed to look up psukim for homework or for school, we had a Stone Chumash in the house. Again, it was something that was thought through as a wedding gift. The Svarim Shranks, and something that, you know, I have used and will continue to use, and I think it was something that was well thought out. The Gemara in Talmud on Daf Lamed Beis Amud Aleph says, "Ezu Chacham Haroes Anola." My kids are probably rolling their eyes because I say this all the time. Roes Anola doesn't mean that you have a crystal ball and you know the numbers of the lottery. Roes Anola means that that's the obvious thing that'll happen. You think your actions through, and you think about, if I do X, Y will occur. And I think Mama excelled at that. The Mishnah in Avos, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Yudal or Tesvav, depending on how you number them. Shama Yomer Asay Taros Chakeva Emor Ma'at V'Seir Bey Be'avim Mekabel as Kol Adam B'Sever Panim Yafos. So I once heard, what does B'Sever Panim Yafos mean? I mean, it means that with a smile. But what's the word saver? Saver Panim Yafos. So, I mean, there must be more than one shot, but I once heard that B'Sever Panim Yafos is that with that thought, with svara, that you have to know how to greet people. It's not just the same way to greet each person, but you have to use seichel. My father recently sent me a link to the video that Dov and Rena made for what was it? It was the 85th birthday. I'm sorry? 85th birthday. And the one thing that struck me looking at the video now was the smile, the you know, just that every time you saw Mom, there was that smile and that warm greeting that made you feel warm. And again, that comes with the thinking about how to do things, and that seichel. It was always the value for our learning. Whether it be when the kids, when you saw the kids, she asked them what they were learning, what they were up to read her some psukim, or when we learned. My father went off to Eretz Yisrael when he was 18, 19 years old, and she was supportive, and he learned in Eretz Yisrael, and we as grandchildren, when we learned, I remember I was talking to Mama once, and I was telling her, after I got married, I was learning, I was doing this, and I don't remember the exact words, but she said something like, as long as you're getting by. You know, if I was happy, she was supportive of it. Those that didn't, she didn't criticize, but it was a support that you always felt, that she was supportive of the learning. I actually had one more thing to say, but maybe I should just cut it here. Okay, so I guess I can cut it here if I'm over my time already. I had one word I was going to say, Dvar Torah, but I could do without it if Okay, so that's it. I had a Dvar Torah with a point to make, but I'm willing to skip it. It's fine. Okay.